Hello, darling, this is Louis. Darling, it's so nice to have you back where you belong. You lookin' swell, darling, I can tell, darling. You still growing, you still growing, you still go strong. I feel the room swaying, but the band's playing.
Team champions. Also, Arn Anderson, the world television champion, is going to defend his title right here. And Paul Jones has someone special.
Someone special. T.J. Khan is here today, and it's, I guess, a new man of Paul Jones. Paul Jones, you know, surrounding himself with the Barbarian, with Baron von Raschke, and David, you're right. T.J. Khan is here, and as you said, new world tag team champions. A lot has gone on behalf of Jim Cornette. Well, hopefully Jim Cornette will get his one day, and we're going to have some news later on today about something that's been done to Jim Cornette.
That's correct, because Jim Cornette and the Midnight Express are the new World Tag Team Champions. They defeated the Rock and Roll Express, and we're going to have some tape of that later on in the program. All right, ladies and gentlemen, in the ring, we have, wait a minute, first, let's bring in Ivan Koloff and Nikita Koloff. Gentlemen, will you please step in?
You know, everybody know we are still World Six-Man Tag Team Champions along with Crusher Khrushchev. You know, all these Americans make me sick. This Magnum TA make me sick going around calling themselves United States Heavyweight Champion. This is a lie. Let's go back in history a little bit to Starrcade 85. Nephew Nikita and myself were there. We never heard Tully Blanchard say, I quit, because he never said it. Magnum TA, you are a liar and you are a cheat. You heard me, a liar and a cheat. How much did you pay promoters? How much you pay NWA to keep belts? The fact is, Magnum TA, you know it. Nephew Nikita is uncrowned United States Heavyweight Champion. Now, all of Soviet Union, the Kremlin, realizes how strong American TV is. Millions and millions of people watch it. Jim Crockett, NWA promotion. It is biggest rating ever. And why is the biggest rating? Because of Koloff family, Crusher Khrushchev, myself, and Nikita. This is why the Kremlin now has ordered Nikita, after today, after he wrestles on today, he wrestles no more on television until this Magnum TA, this coward, gets enough guts to sign a contract, United States Heavyweight title at stake right on television. Nikita.
Magnum TA, je t'aurais Меня вот, негативе, английского собака. Я хочу купить и 4 катина. Негативе, put your name down.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, they're talking about the boss, Magnum TA, and there he is in the ring. Let's go to him now.
David, you know, quite an announcement from Ivan Koloff. He said, after today, that's going to be it. Right here on TV.
That's right. But he's got something to go up against. The boss, United States Heavyweight Champion, Magnum TA.
We know Nikita Koloff is big and powerful, but the question is, can all the Russian strength and might match the belly-to-belly suplex? Gene Ligon certainly couldn't. Standing belly-to-belly, the winner of the U.S. Heavyweight Champion, Magnum TA. And let's go to David Crockett.
Ladies and gentlemen, like we said, we have new World Tag Team Champions. They are the Midnight Express, managed by Jim Cornette. They defeated the Rock and Roll Express in a match that was awesome. We'd like to show you that tape of exactly how the Midnight Express won that match. Let's go to it right now. Beautiful, Bobby. Wait a minute. Dennis is going to help it. Oh, he moved out of the way! All right. Come on. You're so close. Roll over. Reach down. He's got it. Ricky Morton's got the tag. And here he comes. He's taking both men on. He's got to do it. Midnight Express is coming at him. Both men. Ricky Morton pound away. Slams them into each other. He takes Bobby. Comes in. Dives on him. Side body block goes down for the pin. Roberts got it. Dennis.
Now we got them all four in there.
They're taking him.
Here it is.
Double drop kick. No.
Oh, it hit Pee Wee Anderson.
Double drop kick again. Takes Dennis out.
There's Cornette.
DJ, all right. That's worth it. Get Cornette. He's got the racket. Come on. Whip him like a dog. Come on, Ricky. You got the belt.
3 minutes remaining.
Look out.
Oh! Right on top of Ricky Morton. He's done.
Look at him. Cornette dragging Beautiful Bobby over. They used the racket on him. Come on, Bob.
Now.
Robert, you need to get back in. Robert's out there fighting. But he just, no.
Oh, no. David.
They did it.
That was the bell. It's over. Pee Wee Anderson looking for the belts. Oh, no, there's new champion.
No.
This is the
Ladies and gentlemen, with me now, the new World Tag Team Champions, the Midnight Express, with Jim Cornette.
Let me tell you something, David. First of all these people chanting rock and roll, you might as well be yelling Abraham Lincoln, because the rock and roll are past history. They're over, they're done with, they're finished. We beat them right in the middle of the ring. Everybody's seen it.
That's right. We showed them exactly how.
That's exactly right. We beat them like dogs.
Because of the use of that racket, you've been fined $5,000.
Hey, let me tell you something. For one thing, if you idiots would roll that film right, you would see that the Rock and Roll Express are the one that brought me and the racket in the ring, and the Rock and Roll Express are the ones that used the racket. We didn't do nothing. We're the champions. That's all there is to it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go to the ring. Because in the ring now, we have Jimmy Valiant. And I want to talk to you later. Watch him go.
Boy, the people really respond to the boogeyman, David, when he came into the arena. There's that guy
with that elbow. Drops it right in the chest. Goes down for the pin. He's got him.
That's it.
The Boogie Man, Jimmy Valiant, is your winner. And he still rocks along.
Quick disposal of Ron Rossi. Jimmy Valiant, looking as good as ever right here on Worldwide Wrestling. It's a patented move. It's the Valiant elbow. First of all, off of the rope, and then the elbow drop. Winner of the match, the Boogeyman, Jimmy Valiant.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, there's no other man like the Boogie Woogie Man, Jimmy Valiant. Jim Cornette and his new World Tag Team Champions, the Midnight Express, were out here. We're going to have them back later on in our program because I want to talk to them some more about exactly how they won that World's Tag Team title away from the Rock and Roll Express. But now, ladies and gentlemen, We have the ring. The people are in it. Let's go to it. There you see Paul Jones and T. Joe Khan, his new man from Singapore.
Where in the world does Paul Jones find such big, mean athletes? I mean, here's another one.
He can find the monsters. He really can.
You're right about that. T. Joe Khan.
And the thing is, the type of men that he gets, only he can control. Look at the Barbarian.
That's right.
Right? Also, Baron von Raschke. And then this man right now, T. Joe Khan.
Certainly takes an extraordinary manager to be able to control the likes of the men you mentioned, David. And from what we're seeing right here, Khan is just as rugged as any of them.
Khan slowly lumbers over. Grabs him. Here he goes. Whips him across. Power slam. Puts him right through the mat. Goes down. Puts that leg and has him down for the pin.
The power slam from T. Joe Khan. Once again, look at that man.
Tony, Paul Jones has himself another monster in T. Joe Khan.
We saw the confident face of Paul Jones. There's reason why, and it's because T. Joe Khan is here at Worldwide Wrestling. Take a look at the power slam. And when we come back, we'll talk once again with Jim Cornette and have tag team action. Don't go away.
Let's take time out for these commercial messages about the worldwide wrestling events coming up in your area. Now you can be a part of the greatest event in the history of wrestling, Starrcade 85 with a Starrcade 85 video. Dial now, 1-800-453-6606. The most controversial match in the history of wrestling. Picture boy Ric Flair against the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. You decide. Dial 1-800-453-6606. The most brutal match in the history of wrestling. You decide on this one. U.S. heavyweight title, Magnum TA against Tully Blanchard. Dial 1-800-453-6606. Call today. The Starrcade 85 video.
Appomattox County High School Gym on Thursday, February 20th at 8:15. Arn Anderson, the Barbarian, Black Bart, Ryan Garvin, Cowboy Ron Bass, the Raging Bull, and other top stars. Roanoke Civic Center on Saturday, February 22nd at 8:15. See Nelson Roll against Thunderfoot. Sam Houston will defend the Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight title against Black Bart. Cowboy Ron Bass takes on the Barbarian with Paul Jones. The Midnight Express will defend the World Tag Team title against Ryan Garvin and the Raging Bull, Manny Fernandez. And Magnum TA defends the U.S. Heavyweight title against Nikita Koloff in Roanoke, Virginia. Paul Jones's Barbarian takes on Cowboy Ron Bass.
You know, you people have heard Ron Bass on television week after week talk about, you know, his credentials is he's just a country boy, but he feels like that he can stay in the ring and defeat the Barbarian with his 3 feet of strength. Well, let me tell you something, Bass. In Roanoke Civic Center, we're going to qualify you.
The Midnight Express will defend the World Tag Team title against Ryan Garvin and the Raging Bull.
You know, just like everybody, Ronnie Garvin and the Raging Bull have a dream. They have a dream to one day be the World Tag Team Champions. Well, let me tell you something, punks. If you ever dream for 1 second that you can beat the Midnight Express, you better wake yourself up and apologize, because this is what it's all about. The World Tag Team Championship, the best team in professional wrestling. And, darling, you just ain't got it. Ronnie Garvin and the Raging Bull, give it your best shot, because that's what the Rock and Roll Express did, but theirs wasn't good enough, and neither's yours.
Magnum TA defends the U.S. Heavyweight title against Nikita Koloff.
Mega TA. Maybe Nikita get a USA title in these down. Maybe no. But Nikita know the one thing, Mega TA. You no going to walk out. You going.
We're Danville Toyota, and we're out to make good.
Thing on your mind for a change, David, huh? What do you think about the World Tag Team Champions? Look at them. Are they the greatest thing you've ever seen? The NWA World Tag Team title, that's the most important and most prestigious tag team title in all of professional wrestling. It epitomizes tag team wrestling, and the men who hold it just naturally have the #1 spot. I'm sure in all you fans' hearts, we are the greatest. What do you want?
All right, we want to show the fans exactly why you were fined $5,000 for using this tennis racket.
$5,000 is a drop in the bucket, baby. Mama will pay that any day of the week.
Here's a man.
What are you doing?
Sandy Scott, Associate Director of Jim Crockett Promotions, and I think he's got something to say that's going to interest you very much.
Mr. Cornette, Bob Geigo of the National Wrestling Alliance, the president, has informed me of a $5,000 fine against you for interfering in a World Tag Team title match and bringing your racket in.
Let me ask you a question. Hey, what? Okay, what?
They have many meetings on this, and they feel that $5,000 is suitable for your action.
Well, I'm glad they think that's suitable. I'm glad that pleases them. Is that going to make them happy? You know something, if I had I didn't bring my wallet out here because I figured Bob Cardinal will try to get in my pocket, but since I don't have my wallet, I'll send him a check because my mama would pay $5,000 at the drop of a hat. $5,000 is nothing because the World Tag Team Champions make $500,000 a year apiece. I figure that's a real good investment to make. So that don't bother me in the slightest. I'm sorry that we've offended the NWA. My tennis racket would have never been brought in the ring in the first place, Sandy Scott, except that Robert Gibson of the Rock and Roll Express jerked me in the ring, and Robert used it to nearly decapitate one of my men. I never used the racket to interfere or do anything else. It's my security blanket. Mama gave it to me just a sort of a thing to take care of me while she's not around. I never use this racket in the ring.
All right.
Okay,
so,
first of all, the Rock and Roll brought me and the racket in. I never used a racket, but $5,000, what?
I hate to interrupt.
Well,
I'm sure that you'll be paying your fine very soon.
Yeah, checks in the mail. Checks in the mail, nothing to it, nothing to it.
Well, we're all very aware that your mother gave you this tennis racket. We're very aware that you sleep with it every night.
Don't get personal.
Yeah. We're very aware that it's been used in many matches on your team's behalf.
Listen to this. Come on.
Jimmy, you know,
I have been meeting with my legal advisors, and if I have my way, that tennis racket will be barred very soon.
Hey, now you wait now. Hold on. You wait. Okay, he can hide behind a set or he can do whatever he wants to do. If he has his way about it, no.
He will have his way. Let's go to the ring now.
Hey, let me tell you something. A business
Sorry.
it's the same as
Sorry, let's go to the match.
This whole place.
Let's go to the match.
Tag team excitement, and you're talking about a madman. Cornette is livid.
Isn't that tough?
That was some great news.
Yes, it was.
You know, you think about the World Tag Team Champions, and you see Cowboy Ron Bass and Don Cornetto in against Billy Zane and George South. You know, we're very happy that the NWA has sanctioned a cup indicative of tag team excellence, David. We're talking about the Jim Crockett Senior Memorial Cup. And this will be a one-day tournament. All the great tag teams in the world vying for this cup. And we certainly wish all the corporations, all the buildings the best in bidding to get this one-day tournament at their building. I know we have bids from all over the world. But this one-day tournament for the cup is certainly going to be something we're all going to remember. And it all comes about in April. Jim Crockett Senior Memorial Cup. And we're talking about great tag teams, David. You know, this team of Ron Bass and Don Cornetto, look here, it's a fine tag team.
Good teamwork there by Don Cornetto and Ron Bass. Goes down for that finish.
Ron Bass with a big elbow, and you know, Ron Bass, one of the stronger men in wrestling. Look at this double team.
Again, working very well together as a team. Almost count of two. Kicks out. Poor Mr. Cornette, though.
Yeah.
Got a shame.
I'm sure all the fans can can identify with what the Rock and Roll Express has gone through.
You wonder why he gets so upset when he hears that he might never again be able to use that racket around ringside.
I think it's very obvious that racket has come into play. We saw the tape, David. It was on the tape. You take the racket away from what happened that night, and very well the Rock and Roll Express will still be the world tag team.
The only reason that racket was not taken away right then, but I understand, is because if you notice, both teams use that racket.
Right.
That's the only rule. And also that he was thrown into the ring and the racket came in the ring.
The racket dropped into the ring. He did not really bring the racket into the ring with him. But the fact that it was there at ringside, and that was brought to ringside by Jim Cornette. And if you sit down and you think about it, it has absolutely no place in professional wrestling at all.
No, it doesn't. No. Tony, coming up, we're going to have Tully Blanchard and J.J. Dillon. They'll be out here also. United States heavyweight champion, Magnum TA. He's going to have a few words to say about what Nikita came out here and was talking about. Nikita says he's not going to wrestle after this program. This will be the last time Nikita will wrestle until he gets that match for the United States heavyweight title against the boss, Magnum TA. Also the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. And they'll be here. Plus, we're going to have Arn Anderson defend his world television title right here on the best in professional wrestling, Worldwide Wrestling.
And now we see Cowboy Ron Bass. Now we see Ron Bass. Right to the American Cannon.
Nikita won't wrestle until he gets a match on television for the United States heavyweight title.
The American Cannon by John Curnoto. As Cowboy Ron Bass whipped him right in the corner. We're going to take a look once again. This is great teamwork. Tony Zane goes in and then hits hard down on the mat. Winners, the team of Cowboy Ron Bass and Don Curnoto. And when we come back, a talk with Tully Blanchard Enterprises. Don't go away.
Right now, Tully Blanchard and J.J. Dillon.
You know, Mr. Crockett, earlier this week I had a reporter ask me, said, I've heard you on national television say that Mr. Blanchard has his sights on the National Heavyweight Championship. Apparently, you must not think very much of the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. And I corrected him because, to the contrary, I have the utmost respect for the American Dream. He's one of the few men in professional wrestling that could say he was a world heavyweight champion, not only once, but twice. Let's face it, he's a legend in his own time. He's held every prestigious title, and I know the word prestigious is probably a little bit overused by a lot of professional wrestlers in referring to various regional titles, but I would say that the national title has to be a great giant step forward above that. So when Mr. Blanchard finally comes along, according to the domino theory that's worked so fine so far, and eventually takes the national heavyweight title, which the American Dream, oh wait a minute, let me correct myself, which Baby Doll is currently carrying around for the American Dream, then that tells you in what stature Mr. Blanchard is in the world of professional wrestling. And on an earlier interview, Mr. Blanchard said that in 6 weeks he would garner the national heavyweight title. And Mr. Blanchard is never wrong. But you see, he's a very modest individual. And he, as he always does, underestimated his own ability, because I know with my own expert knowledge of the world of professional wrestling that it's not going to take this magnificent athlete 6 weeks to take the national title, and I am therefore going to revise that prediction. He wasn't wrong. It's going to be less than 6 weeks. It's going to be a lot less than 6 weeks. I'm going to revise the prediction, Mr. Blanchard. I feel that within a period of 4 weeks, you will be the new national heavyweight champion.
Well, James J., I appreciate all your confidence. 4 weeks, I like the way that sounds. You know how well I function under pressure, and putting pressure on myself and on the company. It's going to come true. Dusty Rhodes, 4 weeks now. You got 4 weeks.
Following announcement is for
America's team, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, Magnum TA, and Baby Doll.
You know, David, I find it very, very entertaining to listen to J.J. Dillon, Tully Blanchard giving me time zones. 6 weeks, 4 weeks, saying that Baby Doll carries this national heavyweight title for me? Well, James J. Dillon, just for you in particular, Baby Doll, if she was carrying the national heavyweight title, it would take her one-on-one with you approximately about 5 minutes to put your shoulders down, because I know for a fact, because the first couple of days we were together, it was a little bit of fight for the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, to win with my charm what rightfully belongs to me now. The national heavyweight title, Tully Blanchard and Baby Doll and Iron Anderson. The world's television title also belongs to Dusty Rhodes, and I'm coming for it in a very near future.
Let's talk about a situation that I don't find much humor in at all, and that's Nikita Koloff. It seems now he's giving ultimatums. First of all, tried to attack me, tried to take me out, tried to put me out of professional wrestling in an attempt to get the United States heavyweight title. And now he seems to be wanting to threaten the whole wrestling world with the absence of his presence after today on wrestling television. He says there'll be no more Nikita Koloff wrestling on television until he gets a chance at the United States heavyweight title. Well, I'm always real up front in what I do, Nikita. I put this title on the line whenever I walk in that ring. Now, I'm not a real hard man to find, neither is the American Dream. If you want the two of us, that's fine. If you want me one-on-one, then be half the man that you keep acting like you are in front of all these people out here. But quit with all the idle threats. I'm ready to get it on right here, right now. Tomorrow, the next day, doesn't matter. This title right here is worth fighting for. It's worth whatever I have to do to keep it. And as long as I'm standing here breathing, this won't be in Russian hands. So you just think about that, and you can stay off television as long as you want, for all I care.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's America's team. And there you see the might of Russia, the Russian nightmare, Nikita Koloff. And Ivan Koloff trying to bait the boss, Magnum TA. In the ring, he's standing here just watching and waiting. Nikita Koloff, remember, this will be his last time on television until he gets a match here on television for the United States heavyweight title, Magnum.
That really breaks my heart. You know, the Russians think they're some masters of strategy. You know, it's a long old trick trying to jump people from behind. Now he thinks he's going to play some mental sight game with me. Well, there's been a lot of big, bad, tough cookies come along, say they were going to take the title away from me, say they were going to go out professional wrestling. Well, you're no different. You might be a little more intense. You might be a little more vicious. But I got all the intensity, all the viciousness that man's ever going to want a piece of. And whatever it takes, this title will stay around my waist.
Nikita Koloff, the Russian Nightmare, is taking on him and their brothers. They're Mac and Jim Jeffers. Mac Jeffers comes in. He tries to find a way out of the mat. Back and forth. He needs to take Nikita down on that mat. Can't fight that strength of Nikita Koloff.
No doubt Nikita Koloff is probably one of the finest conditioned athletes in the world today. But as one downfall that I just see is the fact that he relies totally on that strength, totally on that conditioning to almost, on any circumstance, come out on top in his matches. I don't think the man has the wrestling know-how, the wrestling ability, the wrestling experience to come out on top with the seasoned champion.
The Magnum, outside that ring, is his general. He's always out there watching, always shouting instructions. You have to watch that man. He knows how Nikita thinks. He can maneuver him the right way.
Well, that's the whole problem in a nutshell right there. You've got on the outside ring with all the experience. You've got two individuals got to deal with. He wants to stand around, he wants to taunt me, he wants to try to push me into some situation where I'm making mistakes. I've got a little too much experience to be taunted into doing something that would cost me this title.
Double Russian sickle takes both Jeffers, Jim and Mac down, and he pins both of them on the mat. He's doing this really to insult all Americans, Mac, and to insult you, especially to try to get you in that ring. He's pointing at Magnum. He wants him in the ring. Magnum, you can't see him. He's right at the edge. Magnum's holding up that United States heavyweight title. And he makes the Russian Nikita Koloff go crazy. Let's watch this now.
David, this is one incredible display of power right here by Nikita Koloff. This certainly is a move that all wrestling fans are going to remember. Watch. Oh! Nikita Koloff. Last match on television until he gets a shot right here on TV for the U.S. heavyweight title.
Paul Jones and another monster by his side, T.J. Khan.
T.J. Khan. I expect big surprises from this man. The man is from Singapore. The man comes with a lot of credentials. This is just one more step up the ladder of controlling the wrestling world. You see, I've had a lot of trouble with the NWA. For people like you, David, Dusty Rhodes, Valiant, Ron Bass, over the years, where they get their way. All they do is run to the phone, call the NWA, and it's done. Well, now, before it's over with, the NWA is going to come to me and they say, okay, is this all right, Mr. Jones? Well, let me tell you something right now, wrestling fans. One thing I don't like is these T-shirts around these coliseums and these arenas saying, Weasel Slapper. I will not stand for it. The embarrassment is too much for me because I'm a man of my quality, expertise in the field of wrestling. I don't need this type of humiliation. So wherever I go, you will see the Barbarian, Baron von Raschke, and T.J. Khan. One step up the ladder to controlling the wrestling world, and I will control everything.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you heard from Paul Jones. Now let's go to the ring and another manager.
Despite what anybody can do, these men are still the #1 tag team in professional wrestling. Loverboy Dennis and Beautiful Bobby, the Midnight Express.
There are the new World Tag Team Champions of Midnight Express with Jim Cornette. And he is a happy man. Look at him.
Yeah, it seems that now that he's got the World Tag Team titles, nothing can upset him for any length of time.
Well, now, Tony, something did upset him.
Oh, got him real upset here earlier, but he has a big smile on his face now. And, you know, when you think about it, David, the thing about it is the racket has really been involved in the matches so much, and we both respect the abilities of Dennis and Bobby.
Oh, yes, they are a very good tag team. Both of them. The Italian staying. He's got him going.
You see the tennis racket.
He and Patrick Tanaka, a good young team. They have the desire. The thing is, do they have the experience to defeat the Midnight Express?
Well, the Express, certainly a great tag team, been together a long time. Now they're on top of the heap of tag teams.
Watch him. Watch Bobby. Crisscross. Goes down. He needs to hook that leg. Bobby quickly comes right up.
Bobby got out of that one. You're right, David, in a hurry.
The Midnight Express defeated the Rock and Roll Express with the help of that racket.
And the racket is still at ringside with Jim Cornette, and as you see him with those World Tag Team titles.
Yeah, and like Jimmy said, he's checking with legal counsel to see if we can get that racket banned from ringside.
That's right, Jim Crockett came right out here on television. And he is checking into the matter right now. Now, part of the Cornette game plan is intimidation, try to embarrass opponents.
And he's one of the best at it.
He certainly is. Hey, Tommy Young calling with a break. Oh, right to the forehead.
Loverboy Dennis is in there. Excuse me. Beautiful Bobby. Now Dennis comes in. Snap here, takes him over.
Well, they have the titles, David, but don't think by any stretch of the imagination the war is over between the Expresses. Rock and Roll at Midnight.
Watch it. This man is one of the best, is the best. And using the top rope. Watch this. He comes off and has it exactly where he wants him. Your winners, the World Tag Team Champions, the Midnight Express, with the manager, Jim Cornette.
Cornette up on the apron of the ring, handing the belts back to his two fine athletes. What a great move this is. Loverboy Dennis will slam down Patrick Tanaka with a power slam. And then his beautiful Bobby, the high-flying beautiful Bobby, gets up on the top turnbuckle. He'll be thrown off by his partner Dennis. Winners of the match, they are the World Tag Team Champions, the Midnight Express with Jim Cornette. Coming up next, Arn Anderson will defend his World Television title against Denny Brown.
Let's take time out for these commercial messages about the worldwide wrestling events coming up in your area. Now you can be a part of the greatest event in the history of wrestling, Starrcade 85 with a Starrcade 85 video. Dial now, 1-800-453-6606. The most controversial match in the history of wrestling. Take your boy Ric Flair against the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. You decide. Dial 1-800-453-6606. The most brutal match in the history of wrestling. You decide on this one. U.S. heavyweight title, Magnum TA against Tully Blanchard. Dial 1-800-453-6606. Call today, the Starrcade 85 video.
Appomattox County High School Gym on Thursday, February 20th. The bell time is 8:15, a supercard of the NWA. Coming to Appomattox, Virginia. Roanoke Civic Center on Saturday, February 22nd at 8:15. Great matches. Nelson Royal against Thunderfoot. Mid-Atlantic heavyweight title. Sam Houston against Black Bart. Cowboy Ron Bass takes on the Barbarian with Paul Jones. The Midnight Express will defend the World Tag Team title against the Raging Bull, Manny Fernandez, and Ron Garvin. And Magnum TA defends a U.S. heavyweight title against Nikita Koloff. Cowboy Ron Bass takes on the Barbarian with Paul Jones in the Roanoke Civic Center. Here's Cowboy Ron Bass.
Tony, it's about time that Mr. Paul Jones has to put up or shut up. $10,000 he was hollering and screaming that there was nobody that could take on his Barbarian. That the Barbarian's the strongest man in professional wrestling, the biggest and the baddest. Well, Jones, there's a lot of country people right around that Roanoke area, and I consider myself one, friend. And if you say that you're the best, you're going to have to prove it to us. So you bring your $10,000, you bring your animal, and you get him real mad, you get him real mean, because I'll be waiting for him right there in Roanoke.
Midnight Express World Tag Team title against Ron Garvin and the Raging Bull, Manny Fernandez.
Well, I got a Raging Bull as a partner. That's the type of man I like to have on my side because he's just like me. He goes out there, and there's no talking. We're talking about fighting when you step in that square circle. Now, Midnight Express, we're going to find out. Now, you've been doing a lot of barking. We're going to step over that fence and get in that yard of yours, and we're going to find out if you can bite as hard as you can bark.
Bring in Magnum TA, U.S. heavyweight title match against Nikita Koloff in Roanoke.
Nikita Koloff, I don't like idle threats. Now, a couple of weeks ago, right out here on television, you tried to take my head right off my shoulders. Well, you obviously didn't get the job done. I'm still standing here. I'm still the United States heavyweight champion. And when I walk in that Roanoke Civic Center, you better be ready, because you started this war, and right there in Roanoke, I'm the man that can finish it. Don't be telling me who's going to be carried out. You better worry about yourself and keep your friends out of my business.
World Television title held by the champion, Arn Anderson. Across the ring, the challenger, Denny Brown. Just waiting. Remember, the title is on the line. This match is for the World Television title. Denny Brown, one of the young lions.
And a champion himself, David.
Yes, junior heavyweight champion, world junior heavyweight champion.
That's right. Arn Anderson, look here now. He knows his title's on the line, so he's cutting no slack at all.
Hey, Tony, remember last week, Baby Doll walked out and gave Arn Anderson the present.
The present. It was a cast. It was an old cast.
He thought it was a snake the way he jumped.
He certainly did. And it was a cast that was put on the foot of Dusty Rhodes thanks to the Andersons and Ric Flair.
And she said, Arn, you're next. Oldie Anderson's been taken out. And now she said, Arn Anderson, you're the one.
And I would think if Arn Anderson's thinking like I'm sure he is, he's concerned. Dusty said, Oldie's going to go down. He did.
That's right.
So Arn Anderson has to think, my goodness, it's got to be me next. Now what is he doing? Now the chant of Dusty. You think that's not working on the mind of Arn Anderson? Look at him.
He's upset now. The fans are yelling Dusty. Arn starts to pound away. Whoops. Denny Croft. Denny ducks under. Here he goes. Jumps over. Good. Gets it again. Arn quickly rolls out. Remember, time is on his side. Time is on the side of Arn Anderson, the world television champion.
That's right, David. In other words, if time runs out on this match, then he'll still hold on to the title.
He realized control was going away from him. He has to control this match. They tie up. Get back into that corner. Ben's got to watch out. Arn catches him with the left. Whips him across right in that turnbuckle. Gets him over. Comes out with that arm bar. Again, there. Puts a knee right into it. Another knee.
Notice what he's working on, David. Denny Brown has that left arm.
Plus, he's keeping him down on that mat. You've got to do that. Arn trying to come up. Then he still has that arm, twisting it. They back in. Here they go across. Drops down. Denny comes right back with that arm. Scooted right out of it. Back in. Puts the knee into it.
I know Dusty Rhodes plays that over and over in his mind again back months and months ago when he was locked in that cage, when those three men jumped on that leg and broke that leg. Every time I'm sure that the American Dream looks at this man, Arn Anderson, he thinks about what happened to him. Dusty Rhodes had never been down. He had never been out in his life. And
they took him out.
They took him out. And now
the thing is, it looked for a while that Dusty might have been out for good.
Yeah, it did.
But the man that he is, he fought. He came back. And now he's out for revenge. And the next man that is marked is Arn Anderson. Snap mirror. Arn takes that rope, puts it right into the head of Denny Brown. Denny's dazed. Arn picks him up. Here he goes. Flips him across. Denny is still dazed. Right hooks him. Takes him down. He should have hooked him. Tried to pin him. You cannot give Arn any time. This man's a pro. Then he catches him right in the midsection. Hard left hand. Then he's still trying to fight back. A lot of times Arn will go with that left hand. Most wrestlers will go with the right. He switches it up. He'll come at you with that left, and you're looking for a right, and he catches you with that left. Snapper takes him over again. Van Asken. Arn's just holding on. Just wearing the young man down. Then he trying to come up.
Once again, the chain of Dusty.
Then he takes him out. Fires that right hand. Now you see Arn caught him by the tights.
Oh, Brown hit got the knee right on the railing. Denny Brown's in a lot of pain. And Arn takes that left knee, slams it against that arm railing outside. Brown's really hurt.
Rolls him in. Denny's still holding that leg. Arn sees it, and here he goes.
Oh,
here he stops.
Right on the top of the knee, on the side.
He's just like a shark, smelling blood.
Once again, Arn Anderson willing to try to take out a leg for good. Oh, he's tugging on it.
Has him satisfied now to twist it. And he tries to kick off.
Oh, he can hardly stand up. One leg. He's fighting on one leg.
He's got to fight it. Takes him now. Watch it. Watch it. Pushes the knee right into the mat. Still has that leg. Again into the mat. Has him in the half crowd.
Dusty said that's it. Denny Brown can take no more, and he's right, David.
The young man, he went out of the ring. He hurt his leg, and Arn Anderson went right after that leg.
Arn Anderson will win this match because Denny Brown cannot continue, and Dusty Rhodes with Baby Doll now, making sure that Denny Brown gets out of there, and no more injuries done to that leg.
With his work. There you see Baby Doll and Magnum. They're in there checking Dusty.
Worldwide Wrestling is a copyrighted production of Jim Crockett Promotions Incorporated.
What are you guys doing?
There you see Magnum. Dusty, he's been hurt.